Hotness and I today had the opportunity to go out to lunch at our favorite restaurant, which is called Virgil's. It's a barbecue place on 44th Street, New York. We've been in love with this place for at least 10 years. And today I want to tell you about today we had a server that I want to tell you about. I also want to make a major tip of the hat to anybody who works in the service industry, because you guys are the reasons that people like me can do what I do. So thank you to all you servers. Well, today our server, wonderful young lady, and while she was great for us, it wasn't the interaction that she had with us that I want to tell you about. Because here in New York City, you're the center of all things civilized, and you're also in a city where, at least at the time whenever we moved up here about 10 years ago, over 40% of New Yorkers were born outside of the United States. So I want you to think about that again. 40% of New Yorkers were born outside of the United States. This is the definition of a melting pot. So just a couple of seats over from us today, our server was serving a table full of men who were, I'm going to assume from their accents and their unfamiliarity with some of their terms, that with some of the food terms, that these guys are from outside of the United States. And between trying to understand what certain foods are and trying to understand an American accent and trying to understand another accent, it has the potential for a lot of communication breakdown. And I thought it was such a fine example today. This server just took all the time in the world with the table of men, and they'd say, "Coleslaw, what is that?" And she'd take a moment to explain, well, coleslaw is cabbage, and it's got a cream base. It's kind of got like a mayonnaise to it, and it's a side salad. Beautiful explanation for somebody who just didn't know. And I think whenever we take the time to actually listen to people, to try to understand what their questions and concerns are, to try to understand what their issues and dilemmas are, it puts us in a better chance, it puts us in a better position to be able to educate and help, as opposed to just saying, this takes too much effort, this takes too much time, and going on about our day. But we have such an opportunity, because all of us have the tendency to get into a rut, right? We get so focused on our skills, our techniques, what we have to do in this moment, that we forget about the human being that actually has emotions and feelings and needs understanding. And so whenever you're thinking about this cornerstone of caregiving, when you're thinking about compassion, when you're thinking about presence, hope you may be able to remember that server at Virgil's today who just took a few extra minutes to help explain some things and to try to make the experience of some folks from outside the United States even better. I think we should all do a little bit better job of that.